What's up guys, Devin here from American Aquarium Products. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're doing a quick video kind of on some maintenance of a TMC Vecton UV sterilizer, and I'm hoping this will help you guys troubleshoot if you ever have an issue with these. No, they are a professional brand. When they do have an issue, it's usually pretty simple, but here's some additional steps if you guys need some more help. Okay, first things first, the most obvious thing that happens to these UV sterilizers is the end connections come off during shipping, and so we take a visual look of these connections before we ship them. And then in this case, this one's came back to us and the end connectors came off. Most likely it's because the user of this was doing some troubleshooting and probably didn't take the effort to put it on. But know if there's ever an issue with the UV sterilizer lighting when you first get it, it's 95% of the time that the end connectors need to be reconnected back on. So here's those end connectors, and I'll be pulling out the lamp, and right away I noticed something with this lamp. Don't traditionally see, but it's been blown. The filament in this case is actually good, but the lamp itself has scorch marks, so we'll test it. And it makes me want to dig into the unit even more, just as a service to it. Pulling off the O-rings, slipping out that quartz sleeve, and I hear something jiggling around in the unit, which is not typical. Sometimes it'll be glass if the UV quartz sleeve breaks, but in this case it didn't sound like glass. Looks pretty good, intact. Oh, and here the quartz sleeve is pretty dirty. This unit is only about a year old, and actually that's not something you'd see on a year-old unit unless the water's not being completely cleaned before it goes to the unit. And sure enough, what I'm hearing is buildup in the UV sterilizer. You don't typically see them this dirty, especially only at a year, but I'm curious to know what it is as it's shaking around, and it's some type of sediment buildup, and this could have led to an issue with this UV sterilizer. If water's not flowing through the sterilizer freely, it could cause some issues. So we addressed pre-filtration with the customer. And right here, I'm just double checking as an example. You can test the lamps on the ohm setting of your multimeter, and you should get a little bit of resistance just to show that there's a completed circuit, and you can do it on each end of the lamp. And then the easiest way to test the UV ballast and connections is this little unit. It just beeps when there's electricity charge. It's kind of hard to get a reading on a multimeter, but something like this little pin really shows that you have electricity coming out of the ballast from the wall and at each end connection of the lamp. So here's the user's lamp with that blown looking filament, and it starts up but then shuts down immediately, and this is what he was reporting. And interestingly enough, I got a good ohm reading on this lamp, but it does turn off. So here we are testing with just a new lamp. I know I've got electricity going through the unit. It seems like the right voltage. The lamp, I'm not sure, but here we go with the new lamp. It does the trick. Usually does. These units don't typically have an issue, but when they do, it's usually the lamp or a connection of the wire, and then after that you can dive into the ballast. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning to this quick video. If you have any questions, comments, concern about these UV sterilizers, let us know. And like always, we appreciate you here at American Aquarium Products. We'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.